Chosen one, if these words have reached you today, know that it is not by coincidence. You are standing at the threshold of a golden door that has the power to alter your life beyond what you once believed possible. Don't miss this golden door. Walk into richness forever. Let those words resonate deeply in your spirit, for they carry the echo of a destiny that refuses to be silenced any longer. Perhaps you've sensed an inner stirring, an unexplainable pull guiding you to something greater. In this very moment, that inner sense of calling aligns with a clear invitation to step forward and claim the abundance, purpose, and joy that have been waiting for you all along. Take a slow, steady breath and let your heart absorb this reality. The door of opportunity stands open, yet it demands your decisive action. The universe has prepared a path before you, orchestrating circumstances, insights, and encounters that lead you exactly here. But the final choice is yours alone. Will you hesitate on the doorstep, doubting whether this invitation is truly meant for you? Or will you cross over with confidence, igniting a new era of boundless possibility in your life? This is not the hour for timid steps, or for second-guessing the urges of your spirit. This is the hour for bold faith, for proclaiming that you refuse to settle for anything less than a life overflowing with miracles, breakthroughs, and divine favor. Feel your heart's response to this clarion call. Does it quicken with excitement? Does your mind race with visions of what could be? That anticipation is the whisper of your future self, beckoning you forward, assuring you that beyond this doorway lies the horizon you've dreamed about since you first tasted the idea of a grander life. Release the fear that so often tries to clip your wings. Fear has no place in a soul that recognizes it was born for destiny. Let faith well up in its place, saturating your thoughts with the exhilarating hope that all things are indeed possible for those who dare to believe. Chosen one, if you feel that resonance and you're ready to commit to this journey, then pause this video now, hit that like button if your spirit says yes, subscribe if you haven't so we can keep walking together, and most importantly, comment 777 below. By doing this, you send a signal not just to me or anyone else watching, but to the universe itself. You're declaring, I hear the call, and I will not let this moment pass me by. You're planting a flag of intention that you will walk through this golden door, no matter the obstacles that try to stand in your way. So why is this door golden? It symbolizes more than mere opportunity. It represents divine abundance that surpasses human logic. When you walk through it, you step out of the shadowy confines of doubt and small thinking into a realm where solutions, resources, and blessings abound. You stop merely surviving and start thriving. You shift from hoping life will improve to co-creating a reality of continuous progress and expansion. This door stands as a testament to the truth that the universe holds endless riches, emotional, spiritual, and yes, often material, for those willing to stretch beyond their comfort zone and receive. Yet the door cannot force itself open for you. There's a sacred partnership at play, a cosmic dance between your free will and divine orchestration. You must choose to step forward. You must choose to say, I believe I am worthy, I believe I am capable, and I believe that the universe is on my side. Each of those beliefs might feel like a leap if you've been conditioned by experiences of lack or betrayal, but consider how those very experiences have shaped you into someone resilient, someone who knows the pang of unfulfilled dreams and thus appreciates the magnitude of new beginnings. Pause for a moment and imagine your life beyond this door. Envision waking up every morning with an unshakable sense of clarity, your mind teeming with inspired ideas, your heart fearless in the face of challenges. Picture financial concerns fading into the background as new streams of income or unexpected favor appear at just the right times. Picture the warmth of love radiating through your relationships, free from the old tensions that once weighed heavily on your soul. And above all, picture yourself radiating a quiet confidence that only comes from walking hand in hand with divine purpose. That vision is not just a flight of fancy. It's a preview of the reality you can step into if you seize the invitation set before you. Chosen one, this is no time to shrink back. Fear may whisper its usual lies, telling you that you'll fail, that you'll be judged, or that this door leads to disappointment. But those whispers are echoes from a past where you hadn't yet awakened to your power. They have no authority in this present moment unless you hand it to them. Be mindful. Every time you choose faith over fear, you empower your spirit to forge a path in alignment with your highest calling. Fear loses its grip when confronted by someone who knows they are chosen for greatness. You might wonder, but how do I maintain this faith once I walk through the door? Faith is like a muscle. It strengthens with use. You begin by feeding your mind and heart with affirmations that match your new reality. You surround yourself with influences, people, music, books, or teachings that remind you of the boundless potential within you. You discipline your words to reflect hope rather than despair, possibility rather than limitation. This process might feel awkward at first, especially if you're used to dwelling on the negative. But as you persist, you'll find a new baseline of positivity that makes negativity feel foreign to your system. Chosen one. If your spirit resonates with what you're hearing, leave another 777 comment below. Let it act as a pillar of affirmation, a digital stepping stone etched with your promise to claim all that is waiting. Each time you type those 3 numbers, you're driving deeper the stake of your conviction that you are done with living in the shadows of your own potential. You're making it known to yourself and to the universe that you choose expansion over stagnation, clarity over confusion, and abundance over scarcity. When you finally walk through this golden door, expect a shift in your inner circle. Some people will celebrate your growth, inspired by the glow of transformation they see in your eyes. Others might feel unsettled, even threatened, by your newfound zeal. Remember, your journey is not about convincing the skeptics or pacifying the fearful. You can love them and still move forward. The golden door calls you to step into your authentic path without apology. You're not required to carry anyone else's doubts on your shoulders. As you elevate, you'll discover new connections that align with your elevated frequency, forging relationships that energize rather than drain you. That doesn't mean you abandon compassion or humility. Quite the contrary, walking in true richness demands a heart that remains open and generous. As the universe blesses you with more, be it resources, influence, or wisdom, recognize that these gifts come with a responsibility to uplift others. When you prosper, let that prosperity flow outward in acts of kindness, mentorship, or service. This cycle of generosity keeps the channels of abundance open, ensuring that your blessings multiply rather than stagnate. That's the beauty of divine economics. The more you give, the more you make space to receive, and the entire community thrives together. Take a moment now to remember any regrets or past failures that still linger in your memory. Feel how they weigh on your chest, how they sometimes whisper that you'll never be free of them. Now envision them dissolving as you stand in front of the golden door. Those regrets do not belong in your future. They were teachers, not permanent verdicts on your destiny. As you step across the threshold, you release their grip on your identity. You acknowledge what they taught you, and you let them fall away like leaves from a tree in autumn, no longer needed as you reach for the sunlight of a new season. Chosen one. The universe often communicates through subtle signs. After you decide to walk through this door, stay alert. You might see repeated number sequences like 777 in unexpected places. have encounters with people who echo exactly what you needed to hear, or notice uncanny coincidences that direct you to the next step. These are winks from the cosmic realm, reminding you that you're on the right track. The more you trust them, the louder and more frequent they can become. Before long, you'll discover that life feels like a dance choreographed by an unseen but benevolent force, carrying you from one blessing to the next. But this journey is not just about collecting blessings for yourself. Think of all the people, friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers, who might be touched by your transformation. As you embody higher levels of love, courage, and abundance, you become a living invitation for others to rise. That is part of the calling of a chosen one, to be an example, a beacon, a vessel through which divine goodness can flow to others who are searching. The golden door you choose to walk through is not a private corridor, it's a gateway that expands the field of possibility for everyone who witnesses your life. In times when adversity strikes, as it sometimes does, even for those walking in purpose, remember the moment of clarity you felt here. Store it in your heart as a wellspring you can draw from when your faith wavers. Remind yourself that you've entered a reality where obstacles are not final defeats, but stepping stones that reveal your inner strength. Challenges become opportunities for growth, for unveiling more of the resilience and creativity you never realized you had. In this new paradigm, you don't crumble in the face of trials. You adapt, evolve, and come out stronger on the other side. Chosen one, pause again and affirm your path with 777 if you feel that spark intensifying. Let your thumbs type out that 777 code of faith, anchoring it in the digital sphere as a testament to your unwavering commitment. Every time you do, it's as though you're casting a vote for your future, a silent shout that reverberates with the power of thousands of like-minded souls who have also chosen to walk in abundance rather than in lack. Know that stepping into richness forever doesn't mean you'll never experience sorrow or disappointment. It means you'll have a reservoir of hope and wisdom to draw upon when life's valleys come. It means you no longer define yourself by the valley, for you carry the summit inside you. Richness isn't about the absence of storms. It's about the unshakable peace you hold in the midst of them. This is not just a motivational phrase. It's a reality that you can live out day by day, choice by choice. Perhaps you're already noticing shifts in your energy as you listen, an openness in your heart, a tingling of excitement, a certain clarity in your mind. That's the vibrational alignment taking shape. Cherish it. Feed it with positive affirmations, prayer, or any spiritual practice that resonates with you. Cultivate it by surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to rise rather than drag you down. Protect it by shutting out voices that thrive on negativity or cynicism. You have every right to safeguard the sanctuary of your mind and spirit. Chosen one, the golden door stands before you, radiant and welcoming. Don't miss this chance. Don't overthink it, analyzing every possible outcome before you dare to move. Action is your ally now. A single step in the right direction can break open floodgates of opportunities. A single moment of boldness can change the trajectory of your entire life. Imagine looking back on this day 1 year from now, marveling at how drastically things have transformed because you chose courage over comfort. That future version of you is cheering you on right now, urging you to let go of hesitation and walk through. In your new life on the other side of this threshold, time won't be your enemy. Instead, it becomes a canvas upon which you paint your evolving masterpiece. You'll experience synergy like never before, where minutes feel more productive, days more fulfilling, and opportunities more abundant. This shift in your relationship with time happens because you're aligned with your soul's deepest calling. Purpose acts like a magnet for resources, and once you say yes to it, you'll find that what you used to accomplish in a week might unfold in a single day. Yet never allow success to distance you from humility. True wealth includes staying grounded in gratitude, recognizing that every gift and ability you have is meant to be stewarded wisely. Let your heart remain soft, open, and empathetic to those who are still searching for their golden door. Remember, you once stood there yourself, uncertain and longing for a sign. Offer kindness and guidance to those who seek it, sharing your story so they can believe in their own redemption and elevation. Chosen one, if your soul resonates with these words, if you feel that sense of, yes, this is for me, then do one final act for this moment. Drop another 777. Let this be the seal on your declaration that you will not miss this golden door, that you commit to walking into richness forever, no matter what the journey brings. In doing so, you turn this moment from a passive wish into an active covenant, one that shifts your spiritual atmosphere and demands that the universe align with your vow. Now, breathe deeply. Feel the empowerment coursing through your veins. Know that something profound has already changed within you, even if outward circumstances haven't caught up yet. The shift starts inside, and reality follows suit. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust the hand of grace that has orchestrated every event leading you to this vantage point. The door is wide open, chosen one. It's illuminated by the light of your own awakened potential. Do not fear what lies beyond. Anticipate it with eagerness, because it is a realm shaped by the dreams you once kept locked away. Chosen one, let the energy you feel right now expand with every breath. Allow your heart to open wider, as though ready to receive more light than it ever has before. You stand at the threshold of a journey that merges your highest aspirations with the reality you wake up to each day. It's a sacred union of dreams and actions, a place where your inner vision isn't just a wish, but a guiding beacon for each step you take. This is how you walk through the golden door and into richness that doesn't fade with fleeting success, but grows more radiant the further you travel. In this new space, you'll find old patterns dissolving almost without effort. Habits that once seemed unbreakable might fall away the moment you see how they conflict with your emerging self. Where you once felt stuck, you now feel a rush of possibility, as if every atom around you hums with creative potential. When this happens, remember to pause in gratitude. Whisper thanks for the transformation, no matter how small it appears. Each measure of progress is a testament to the power of aligning with divine flow, a sign that the universe is meeting you step for step. You may notice that your intuition grows sharper the more you accept this calling. Trust it. Those gut feelings, those flashes of insight, are channels through which higher wisdom reaches you. Maybe it arrives as a quiet nudge to contact someone, or a strong sense that you should take a particular path home. Follow these prompts with curiosity and see where they lead. Often they unfold into opportunities or connections that advance you exponentially. As you grow accustomed to this guidance, what once felt like chance will seem more like an orchestrated dance of synchronicity. Chosen one, never forget the significance of your words. Speak with intent and clarity, declaring life over every area you once declared hopeless. When negativity tries to creep in, don't fight it with force. Respond with unwavering assurance in your new reality. Say, I see a better outcome, or my door is open to incredible possibilities. And feel how your spirit rises in agreement. Words shape your mental architecture. With each positive affirmation, you rebuild the walls of your internal home, making it a fortress of hope rather than a prison of fear. Imagine your life as a story, being read by those who come after you. Would you prefer they find in its pages the saga of someone who was too afraid to step through opportunity's door, or the account of a soul who, despite doubts, pressed forward into a realm of wonders? Right now, you hold the pen. Each choice you make is ink on the page, each breakthrough another chapter. And if you ever feel your narrative sagging under the weight of uncertainties, recall this moment when you resolved to never turn back. That memory can act like a beam of sunlight, piercing the shadows and reminding you why you chose to believe in the first place. Chosen one, if your heart still resonates with these words, show it once more by commenting 777. Let that act be a reaffirmation, a fresh wave of determination. Understand that you're not merely typing digits, you're renewing a vow to embrace the next wave of miracles headed your way. Faith is cumulative, growing each time you express it. So let your repeated 777s become stepping stones leading you through any valleys of hesitation and onto the mountaintop of abundant living. As you move deeper into this journey, pay attention to the power of rest. Some people mistake rest for laziness, but true rest is an active part of the creation process. When you allow yourself time to breathe, to dream, and to refresh, you create space for divine inspiration to slip in. It's often in stillness that your greatest ideas surface. Just as land lies fallow to regain fertility, your mind and spirit need moments of quiet to replenish. The difference now is that your rest isn't an escape from life. It's a deliberate act of self-care that fuels your next surge of creativity and growth. You may also discover that the sense of identity you once clung to no longer fits. You might feel drawn to new styles, interests, or aspirations that never crossed your mind before. Don't be alarmed if you barely recognize aspects of your old self. This shedding is natural when stepping into higher truth. Embrace the evolving you. Let go of any guilt for outgrowing previous ambitions or relationships that no longer align. Mourn them if you must, but do not stall your progress. Each phase had its purpose. Now, you're preparing for vistas that require an elevated viewpoint and a freer spirit. Chosen one, let a tender compassion fill your heart for those still searching for their doors of opportunity. You'll see them in everyday life. People stuck in loops of negativity, unaware of their own capacity for greatness. When you meet them, let your own transformation speak louder than any lecture could. Offer kindness, understanding, and maybe a glimpse of hope that their story too can change. You aren't their savior, but you can be a living reminder that a better path is possible. Sometimes the sight of one soul who chose the light is enough to awaken another soul longing to do the same. As you navigate your new sphere of abundance, remain receptive to ongoing learning. The universe is an endless library of wisdom, and your door is just the beginning of your education. Be open to reading, listening, and trying what expands your mind. Wisdom keeps you from squandering the riches that come your way, teaching you to multiply blessings rather than merely consume them. Seek mentors or role models who embody the virtues you aspire to. Let their insights guide you. But remember that you must ultimately walk your own path. Remember too, the golden door stands not behind you, but continually with you. It's a metaphor for your willingness to keep stepping into greater levels of trust, clarity, and wonder. Each time you think you've reached the peak, another door may appear, leading you even higher. That's the nature of a truly abundant life. It has no ceiling, only new horizons. Rather than resting in past victories, keep your spirit alive with anticipation for tomorrow's expansions. Each day can be a fresh chapter where the miraculous unfolds in ways you've never witnessed before. Chosen one, consider the legacy you're building right now. Each decision to advance instead of retreat, to hope instead of despair, to give instead of hoard, becomes a thread in the tapestry of your life's impact. A single thread may seem insignificant, but woven together, they form a pattern that might inspire generations. Imagine the ripple effect of your courage on those you'll never meet. Children, grandchildren, or distant observers who read about your journey one day. This perspective elevates your choices from personal preference to global significance, motivating you to uphold the highest standards in your thoughts and deeds. Occasionally, you might feel the pang of loneliness as you ascend. Not everyone will be able to climb at your pace. Some might try to discourage you, while others silently drift away because they sense they no longer share your trajectory. Honor the friendships that persist and release those that fade. Each person has their own path. Staying true to your golden door may require walking a stretch of road without familiar companions, but you'll meet new ones, kindred spirits who resonate with your newfound frequency. Their presence will confirm that you're never truly alone, even in the most transformative moments. Chosen one, if your spirit leaps at the encouragement so far, affirm it again with another 777. Feel no shame in repeated declarations of faith. This repetition is the drumbeat to your soul's awakening, each beat driving your conviction deeper into your being. Keep up the tempo, for every time you act on your faith, you strengthen the foundation of your new existence, making it less susceptible to the tremors of doubt that occasionally quake through the mind. Amidst all this excitement, keep your sense of humor intact. Laughter is a potent medicine, a secret ingredient that helps you maintain buoyancy when life feels intense. Laugh at the little mishaps that occur, at your own missteps, or at the folly of taking yourself too seriously. Joy is a magnet for all good things. It signals to the universe that you are ready to enjoy your blessings, not just labor through them. A hearty laugh can break tension, dissolve anxiety, and spark creativity when everything else feels heavy. Perhaps you're wondering how to sustain this elevated mindset if old triggers resurface. The answer lies in remembering your why. Why did you choose to walk through this golden door in the first place? Was it to break free from a generational curse of lack? Was it to be a living testimony of what faith and courage can accomplish? Or maybe to fulfill a childhood dream you never outgrew? Keep that why in the front of your mind. Let it fortify you when the path gets steep or the road uncertain. Goals light the fire, but the reason behind them keeps it burning bright. Chosen one, you might also find yourself unlocking new layers of creativity. Perhaps you'll start painting, writing, designing, or cooking in ways you'd never tried before. This surge of creative energy is another hallmark of alignment. When your soul feels free, it expresses itself. Art in any form is a conduit for spiritual truth, giving shape to the wonders that dwell in your heart. Embrace these impulses, even if they seem trivial or unrelated to your main goals. Who knows what doors of opportunity and personal fulfillment might open when you let your imagination run free. At times, you might be tempted to hide your blessings, worried that others will envy you or accuse you of arrogance. But shining your light doesn't have to be boastful. You can celebrate your breakthroughs with grace, acknowledging that you're simply reflecting the generosity of a divine source. Those who are meant to celebrate alongside you will do so wholeheartedly. Those who can't handle your success are grappling with their own shadows. Let them be, and keep shining. Your life's radiance is permission for someone else to say, if they can do it, I can too. As the days turn into weeks and your transformation grows more evident, be prepared for new tasks, roles, or responsibilities you never anticipated. When you step into higher levels of abundance, the universe often entrusts you with more influence. You may become a mentor to those who seek guidance, or find that your work evolves into a platform for a bigger mission. Step up to these calls with humility and boldness. Remember the times you longed for direction, and realize you now have the chance to offer it to others. This cycle of receiving and giving is how the circle of divine providence remains unbroken. Chosen one, if everything inside you is shouting yes to this message, then take a moment to reaffirm your journey with 777 once again. Every act of faith builds a spiritual momentum that accelerates your breakthroughs. It's like climbing a staircase where each step leads you to a broader view. The more steps you take, the greater your perspective becomes, unveiling panoramas of possibility you couldn't see from below. Now, let's address the concept of forever. The richness you step into isn't ephemeral. It's designed to last, to evolve, to deepen with every passing season of your life. It isn't a spark that fades, it's a flame meant to be tended. Just as you nourish a garden so it continually yields fruit, so must you nurture the conditions of your heart and mind that sustain abundance. Consistency in faith, gratitude, and compassionate action forms the soil where your blessings root themselves. Over time, they grow into a sturdy, life-giving orchard, rather than a single blossom that quickly wilts. Some may question the idea of permanent richness, believing life inevitably cycles through phases of scarcity. Yet the difference is your internal posture. Circumstances can fluctuate, but when your heart is set on the ever-present generosity of the universe, you respond to challenges as opportunities, dips as preludes to ascents. This unwavering stance transforms how you ride life's waves, turning what could have been a wipeout into a skillful maneuver that positions you for even bigger gain. Chosen one, keep your eyes open for the subtle expansions that will mark your journey forward. Maybe you'll notice how easily solutions come to you, or how spontaneously new ideas flow during ordinary tasks. Maybe strangers will start complimenting your aura or your presence, sensing something luminous about you they can't quite name. As you gather these confirmations, let them build your confidence, reinforcing that you made the right choice. Gradually, you'll come to see that the golden door wasn't just a single moment, but an ongoing invitation to live on a higher plane, day by day. Temptations to revert to old limitations will arise. That's the nature of transformation. It stirs up whatever's left unresolved. The difference now is that you recognize these temptations for what they are, illusions that no longer serve you. Rather than wrestling them in your own strength, you can pivot to the memory of this call and the countless blessings you've already glimpsed. Darkness loses its grip the moment you turn on the light of awareness and faith. One breath, one prayer, or one positive declaration can banish a storm of negative thoughts. Chosen one, you might also feel an increased compassion for those who haven't found their door yet. Use that compassion wisely. Offer guidance where you can, but avoid draining yourself by trying to force others to accept your path. Each soul has its own timing. Sometimes the best way to help is to keep shining so they can see a living example of hope. Your example can become the key that unlocks someone else's golden door, perhaps years down the line. In that sense, your personal transformation is part of a grand tapestry of awakening souls across the globe. If you feel an urging to do so, type 777 again to deepen your current resonance. Each time you reaffirm your stance, it's like pouring water on a seed, helping it break through the soil of old doubts. Understand that these repeated acts of faith aren't just for now. They accumulate, forming a reservoir of spiritual energy you'll draw upon in moments of great need or opportunity. Keep building that reservoir, for you never know when you'll need a sudden downpour of courage and clarity. Carry with you the knowledge that you are not alone. So many souls are awakening in this era, seeking their own golden doors. Even if you never meet them face to face, your journeys are connected, each personal victory contributing to the collective uplift of humanity. Imagine the power of thousands, even millions, stepping into their fullness simultaneously. What a wave of light that would unleash. And here you stand, a crucial part of that wave, letting your life be a vessel of higher purpose. Should you feel the urge to share your story, do it. Whether it's through conversation, social media, art, or writing, expressing your journey not only solidifies your transformation, but also extends a lifeline to those who resonate. Sometimes a single story can spark a chain reaction in someone else's soul. People read or hear about your leap of faith, and something within them ignites. They see your blossoming and think, if it happened for them, it can happen for me too. This is how hope propagates, how miracles become contagious, and how entire communities are rebuilt on foundations of possibility. Chosen one. If you're still hungry for more of this journey, let that hunger fuel your next steps. Seek additional resources, be they books, teachings, or communities of like-minded individuals. Challenge yourself to grow in areas you once found intimidating. By continuing to push your boundaries, you keep your spirit agile, ensuring your golden door remains not a one-time crossing, but a perpetual evolution. Each new level you reach may reveal a new threshold, a door behind the door, leading you into realms you never dreamed existed.